We are celebrating pioneers in the LGBTQ plus community with our Pride Month FYI. Today we honor the first openly gay politician elected into the U.S. Senate, Ms. Tammy Baldwin, who also made history by becoming the first woman in Wisconsin to ever become a senator. She was born and raised in Wisconsin. She's a trailblazer who never hid who she was. She climbed the political ladder and recently helped introduce the Bipartisan Equality Act to stop discrimination against the LGBTQ plus community, which passed in the House last month. And after the show, Senator Baldwin is sitting down with Sonny for ABC News Pride Month Speaker Series. Watch it live on our Facebook page, but watch us live because we're here, okay? So one issue that, every single candidate, I think, right now needs to start really paying attention to is the fact, because there's so much anti-abortion law in Alabama, certain things aren't happening. Like in Alabama in specific, a woman who's raped cannot get an abortion, but the parental rights of her rapist are protected. So there are things that I think we need to work out. And also, if you are having, a friend of mine just called yesterday and was having some issues physically with herself. And she said, I'm really glad, because she lives down there. I'm really glad this isn't going into effect till next year because her body is rejecting the baby she's carrying. And she said, I don't know, would I be able to go to the hospital? Are they going to challenge what's happening to me? And it hadn't occurred to me, but I found out ectopic pregnancies, they're fine.
Yeah.
But there are other issues that happen with our bodies that I just, I don't know if they're going to protect these women. I don't know if this is going to protect this woman.
I don't know. I mean, this is always difficult for me to talk about because as a Catholic, I don't believe in abortion, but I try not to mix my faith with my politics. I think that's a really important thing to do. But it just seems to me that when you have a law that says no woman can ever have an abortion, but can have an abortion in time, with the exception of rape, that really is a distinction without a difference, because how do you prove that you've been raped? How do you do that? How long do you have to wait? Does there have to be a conviction? In many of these states, there has to be a conviction. So really what we're seeing, I think, across the board is, can a woman have an abortion or not? And that's kind of the bottom line. And I think this is something that's going to have to go up to the Supreme Court because many voters are single-issue voters. And that's the bottom line.
In the Iowa poll that we were just talking about, abortion rights are now the number one issue for Iowa caucus goers.
Yeah.
But you were talking about convictions. Look, for things like terminating parental rights for child molestation or child neglect or habitual drug use, usually the standard is not conviction, but it is highly and substantially more likely to be true than not.
It's like clear and convincing evidence for it.
I'm wondering why they can't use the same standard for a rapist. It seems to me that, it should be the child's safety and welfare that is the number one concern and priority. And I would say that putting a child in the hands of a rapist does not protect that child's safety. Also, Alabama is only one of 2 states that has this issue.
Parental rights for rapists.
Well, the interesting thing is, one of the things I hope all these states adopt, no matter what the situation is that they have some help, mental help, for these women and children who may be going through this, who don't have any place to go. If you're slashing all of these places like Planned Parenthood, who you could go and you could say this is what's happening and someone would understand. This is a conversation that's going to probably be happening for a while, so we'll keep you posted.
So I don't get to talk? Just wondering if I can say something?
Well, here's the deal.
Well, I just want to make clear.
Hold on, I let everybody know, because you put it out there like that. I let y'all talk, and I said nothing. We have to go to break. If there's more to say, if you want to say more, then we'll come back and say more.
Fine.
Okay, we'll be right back.
A migraine hope